Hello everyone, my name is Kyle and I am the lead designer and creator of Kanairi. Kanairi is my baby and I am very excited to share it with you guys. Now in this video we're going to go over the various details and features that the app consists of and what it can do for you. Kanairi is an app that I created because many of my family members do activities that have them out on the road by themselves most of the time, and I have always worried about them. Now, being a programmer, I decided to come up with a solution that gives me a peace of mind. The first thing we're going to talk about is the external sensor, or what we call the Kanairi sensor. The way that Kanairi works is it runs off of two different accelerometers. An accelerometer is a sensor that monitors angular velocity, and that's basically a big term for it just measures what kind of forces you are under at any given point. So the reason Kanairi runs off of two accelerometers is because it gives it dual redundancy. So the two accelerometers are the one in the Kanairi sensor and the one that is embedded in your iPhone. Now, when you're in an accident, they both need to trigger for your emergency contacts to be sent an SMS text message. So what we're going to go over right now is the external sensor, the Kanairi sensor. Here it is right here. It's about 1 inch by 1 inch, and it comes with a rubber clip that helps attach it to basically anything. Everything from seat rails on your bicycle to handlebars on your motorcycle to your jacket or your pants, which allows you to use Kanairi in tons of different activities. The Kanairi sensor does run off of a small lithium-ion battery just like your phone, and it does charge through a wall-mounted micro USB charger that's included in your kit. The other thing that's important to know about the sensor is that it has a little tiny button on the case. We made it as tiny as we possibly can while it's still functional, because we don't want you to accidentally hit it, because what that does is it sends out the same distress signal with your GPS location to your emergency contacts, just as if you had been in an accident. So, first thing we do is get to pick our username. I'm going to be John Smith. Now we need your email. And now you have to agree to the terms and conditions and hit register. Kanairi will let you know that your account has been created and you can now log in. Okay, so now this is the main dashboard for Kanairi. This is where you let Kanairi know who the sensor owner is and the emergency contacts and their phone number. At the bottom there is an app credential number. That's for us. It's just a way for Kanairi to know who you are in relationship to the emergency contacts that you have pre-programmed. So the first thing we're going to do is type in John Smith. Now I'm going to use the Kanairi contact number for each of the emergency contacts. Obviously in a real situation you would have the correct phone number for each contact. And now all you need to hit is save. Just as a side note, it's very important that you log in every time that you use Kanairi. If you do not log in and you are in an accident, Kanairi will not know where to send the emergency SMS messages. So it's important to log in every time you use Kanairi. Now Kanairi is programmed to calibrate the G-force sensors depending on what activity you're doing. We do this because if you're going on a hike, the possibility of you hitting the same type of G forces in an accident as you would going 70 miles an hour on a motorcycle is highly unlikely. And so we ask you to calibrate the sensor to let it know what kind of sensitivity it needs towards the forces that you may interact within your activity. Now let's say we're going to go on a hike and we're going to strap the Kanairi sensor to our backpack or to our jeans and then have the phone in our pocket. So what we're going to do is hit low impact, And I have multiple Kanairi sensors in my house, and you may too. So what I do to know if I have the correct sensor is I hold the sensor close to my phone, and the bars show up green for the range of the correct Kanairi. And now this is the dashboard. This is where all the magic happens. There are a few things to look at. It says the connection state is connected. Battery level is 99% within the sensor. And you can also unbind others or reset. Now that feature is important if you have loaned your sensor out to someone else, because the sensor will then be looking for their phone. And so if you do connect to it after they have used it, all you need to do is hit unbind others. It will turn off the connection switch and then turn the connection switch back on. It's just that simple. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is hit start sensor, and a graph of the accelerometer data will start streaming. And as you shake the sensor, you can see in real time the g-forces, or the angular velocity that the sensor is under right now. And that is what it's reading constantly. It reads it over 100 times a second. So after you hit start on the accelerometer and it's time to go hiking, all you need to do is just hit the home button to put the app in the background and then lock your device. Okay, so what we're going to do now is trigger the sensor using the button on the Kanairi sensor. So as we hit it right here, and actually on the sensor, when you touch the button and you trigger it, it will flash red. So it's important to see that if you're out and you do need help, you can know that it has been triggered by if every time you push the button, the LED flashes red. Okay, so now after I hit the button, a page pops up within the Kanairi app letting you know that the Kanairi has been triggered, meaning that the emergency contacts have been notified via SMS message. And if you have triggered it and you no longer need anyone's assistance and you're okay, all you gotta do is hit got it, go down here and hit I'm okay. Now this sends another SMS message to your emergency contacts letting them know that hey, you're okay and you triggered the Kanairi sensor, and in all actuality you're fine and you don't need them anymore. So now we're going to look at what the SMS messages look like. Okay, so here is the message to James Smith, which was one of the emergency contacts that I just programmed. It gives my exact GPS location down to about 5 feet. So it's very accurate. It also embeds those GPS locations within a Google Maps link. So your loved ones can hit that link and it will pop up Google Maps. And it will show exactly where I am or where you are when you trigger the sensor. So what you can do is then take this out and you can type in things like police department. And now it will give you the closest police department to their location. Let's say we're back from our hike and we're ready to stop Kanairi and go about our day. So all we need to do is go back into Kanairi, which is now running in the background, and we need to hit stop sensor, and that will stop streaming all the accelerometer data. And then all we need to do is double click on the home button and close it out. Once you close out the app, the Kanairi sensor will go into sleep mode and it will be waiting for the next time you need it. If you want to know more or have questions that I haven't covered in this video, in the description I have included the Kanairi Facebook page as well as the Kanairi website. You are more than welcome to email me or call me or message me on Facebook, and I will definitely get back to you. I also have a frequently asked questions page on the website that may cover some of the other questions that you may have. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys today. As I said before, got any questions, ask, and I will see you guys later. Okay, bye.